Hello friends, followers and channel members. So here we are today in a very nice looking weather-wise Berlin. 20 degrees here in Berlin, cloudless skies, and we're off to Palma on this real world Easyjet flight. Not done one of these for a while. We've obviously just been having to make up our own as well, sadly, as we all know, the world of commercial aviation isn't great at the moment, but it's nice to actually do a real world flight. I think this was a flight actually that flew yesterday, if I'm not mistaken. Alpine 5807 I call sign today, which means, let's see how many times I call it Easy 5807, shall we, instead of the Alpine, using the Easyjet Europe call sign. So what I'm going to do is, very quickly before we get started, let's get the current METAR here for you in the chat. Let's pop that in. And if anybody would like a copy of the operational flight plan to be going along with, let's pop that into the chat as well for you. So there we go. Damien, good morning. Damien says, any tips on improving FPS? Wherever I go to land at an international airport, it eats your frame rates and makes landing 10 times harder. Yeah, strangely enough, we had this the other night, which was, it is obviously quite frustrating. What I would do is check out my settings. There's a video on the channel somewhere which shows you my actual settings. And so far, I think it, you know, we do reasonably well. And to be honest, I think anything above 25 frames per second, and you're going to be absolutely fine. You're going to be able to land without any issues. So, an afternoon stream for us today. I was a little bit busy this morning, so apologies to those that may have missed or were waiting. But here we are now. So, let's look at hopping on board and start getting our flight set up. Just before I do that, just need to make sure, of course, you can see my mouse cursor, so that's working. According to the ATIS active runway at Delta Bravo is 25 right. I believe that is correct for landings. Expect ILS approach runway 25 right. Yeah, so that's for landing. Even if we have to swap runways, that's fine. It's just SimBrief that's given us the runway. We know SimBrief isn't always right. Don't worry, Doctor. Calm down. Chubby, good afternoon. Good to see you. Right, ready to fly. And immediately we are greeted with our beautiful Easyjet mask Easter livery that you can see populating around the flight deck. Looking very beautiful. Thanks again. Go to Christian for that. So let's get that fly pad turned on. Whilst that's turning on, we'll get the batteries on. And just before we go any further, actually, we want to make sure once we've got the ground cart and ground power running, we want to make sure all our screens come up. There is a little bug at the moment. Sometimes the screens don't work, and it's a very easy fix. Just hit restart, and it'll come back in. So that's no problem. External power. Let's just check the company name's also disappeared. So let's type that back in as well. Easyjetsimpilot. There we go. And dashboard. Information from SimBrief. There it is. Right, has that ground power cart now come? Let's have a look. I believe I can see his flashing light through the flight deck. There he is. Okay. Good evening, Nick. Evening. External power's coming online. There's all those relays and buzzers, which is great to hear. We'll get some refueling done as well in a moment. Nav and no-go lights. Leave those seatbelt signs off for now. No smoking. Oh, we don't want the emergency lights to be on. We just want them to be armed at this moment in time. Right, so operational flight plan. Let's get the refueling on the board. We're looking for fuel amount of 6732. So let's type that in, shall we? 6732. And that's going to take, well, it's actually set to instant, so let's have a look. Set to real, that's going to take about 4 minutes, so there we go, we're defueling. It's been a long day already, Nick, that's quite worrying. It's only 1:20 in the afternoon. All screens are working, so that's fine. Good stuff. Let's do the fire test. That's 1, 2, and of course the APU. Dark Fury, good afternoon, sir. Hope you're well. Right, well, let's as refueling is underway, we can probably start boarding our passengers today as well. So let's tell the cabin crew they can start the flight. Okay, so we've got the guard frequency on VHF2. VHF1 will tune to the tower and get our clearance. Everything else down here looks good, except that should be to standby. There's a little bug. Whenever you fire up the cockpit at the moment in the experimental build, we get that turned on. That shouldn't be turned on, not yet anyway. So that's all looking mighty fine. Glacial then. So let's get the QNH 1030 high pressure again over Germany today. High pressure here in the UK as well. Got beautiful sunshine, coinciding nicely with the school holidays for Easter here in the UK. 1030, flight directors 1 and 2 both turned on. Let's come and get the screens turned up here. PFD, PDF. And we'll turn those off. We're at quite a high intensity airport frame rates wise. This is the Aerosoft Berlin Brandenburg, so that's looking good. Zlivovic, good morning from across the pond, New Jersey. Great stuff. Ace-Tech used to have the old textures in the A320. Download either the dev or the experimental. In fact, doesn't the stable have the new textures? I can't remember. I can't recall when it was last updated. So let's check out IRS alignment is in 6 minutes. Defueling's taking place now. As passengers are getting on board, we can probably request the rest of the ground services, so we'll get some baggage and catering as well. Have a quick look. Oh, look at that cargo door. Can we see that? Look at the cargo door. It looks like great muddy. Lovely stuff. Alright, so that's quite neat. Anyway, let's come down and start setting this up. Turn the brightness up. Let's pull the information through from SimBrief then for the flight. So to the ATSU AOC, just clear that GPS primary lost, and init press, init data request. There we go. Berlin to Palma de Mallorca, 2.5 hour flight today. Airbus Neo, good grief! Wow, good grief from Argentina. Good afternoon or good morning, as it most likely is for yourself. Back to the AOC menu. Ace-Tech, do you have to download something for the textures? Are you still on the basically the default aircraft that came with Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020? If you are, you really need to go ahead and get yourself the new fly-by-wire mod. The fly-by-wire mod is excellent. So block fuel is now being automatically loaded from the fly pad. That's defueling as we speak, so we don't need to touch that anymore. Let's have a look and move over to our performance weights and bounds for the payload. And a welcome to Kri and Tej, who have just subscribed as well. Thank you very much, guys. Look forward to taking you to Mallorca this afternoon. Right, so we're going to double check this with the operational flight plan. So we have a payload of 16.1 and a zero fuel weight of 57.1. Let's check those are accurate. So over to the dispatch page, operational flight plan. Let's just zoom in a little bit. So payload 16.12 and the zero fuel weight is 57.1. Spot on. Zero fuel weight centre of gravity for the aircraft is 26.9, so we just need to key that in. 26.9. There we go. 155 passengers. Let's load that in. Good stuff. Dr. SimBrief tells us that SimBrief is doing its normal thing again. Saw the flight route, it gives you many direct waypoints instead of airways. As long as it's okay with the AirAC cycle, it doesn't matter. So that's all loaded. Let's come to our McDo menu and let's go to the data page. Let's check, is IRS still aligning? Yep, IRS is still aligning, that's fine. Aircraft status, we've got a current active AirAC cycle. That's all good. And let's have a look then at our init A page. So init A, let's get that requested in. And today it's Easyjet Europe 5807. And the alternate for today is, where's our alternate? Barcelona. Lima Echo Bravo Lima. Lima Echo Bravo Lima. Cost index of 8, of course, and cruising altitude of flight level 370 minus 52 degrees. Where are we? 370 minus 63, so we'll just update that. Good afternoon, HD. I gave you a lion this morning. We just check the tropo. 4396. 40396. So obviously the McDo has just rounded that up for us. Oh, HD, right, so I'm just checking your just checking the DMs that we've got here. Wow, that's that's nicely detailed, isn't it? So we've got the thrust flex there of 70, we'll use that. Presuming we've got the full length of runway 25 left, which is already trekked at 4,000 meters. There's the stop margin of 1,209 meters. Lovely crosswind component there. Oh, HD, this is a great toy. Okay, I'm a bit reluctant to use those V speeds just because that's probably a bit more accurate than the simulator. Strangely enough, those thrust reduction and acceleration altitudes you just provided are spot on. They're out by 1. I've got 1550. So, oh sorry, yeah. Yes, there's 500 feet difference there, isn't there? 400 feet difference. Yeah, I've got 1550. So that's fair enough. Great stuff. I like that toy. Anyway, we're getting distracted, but in a good way. I'm going to change the flex tempo. So, init A is now is all set up. Our ADIRS alignment position, let's check this. So the IRS monitor, we've got 3 nav green, that's sorted. So GPRS is NFMS giving us 52216 north, and I think if we look up we should be able to see. Can we zoom in on that? 522160, 522160 spot on, and then 1337 east, 1330. Oh, close enough for the sim. So that's quite nice. Doctor, can I apply the step climb? Seems SimBrief gives you a step climb. We can if we want, but sometimes SimBrief is a bit rubbish with the step climbs. We'll have a look in a little bit. Good afternoon, yeah. OKTM. Smooth flying. Good afternoon. Right, so all that looks good. Let's come to our flight plan then. So departing runway 25 left is planned with the Odland 1 November departure. Odland 1 November, let's get that in. And then we're expecting at Palma arrival 06 left, ILS 06 left, and that is via the Lunik 2 Juliet arrival. There we go, Lunik 2 Juliet, and that is via the Mallorca VOR. Let's insert. Okay, 971 miles. And the flight plan says 968. Excellent. That matches up really nicely. So, happy with the flight plan. The RadNav page for our departure. We will just pop in the Berlin Brandenburg VOR, which is Bravo India, just into the RadNav page for that. Bravo India. There we go. And let's have a look at the init B then. So init B, 0 fuel weight is confirmed as 57.1, and the 0 fuel weight center of gravity was 26.9. Headwind today, or rather trip wind today. I don't know if it's a headwind or not. I haven't checked yet. Headwind of 11, so H11. There we go. So fuel planning, we're expecting the aircraft to give us a figure hopefully close to 6.7 tons. Let's have a look. So fuel planning, 6.7. Ooh, that's interesting. Right, so it's telling us 7 tons is required. How much have we got on? We've got 6.7. Right, in that case we might need to call those refuelers back, which we can now do. So if that wants to take 7, well, let's go now to our fuel, and we're going to have to call them back. How annoying. But the fact that we can do it is really quite neat. So let's go back and put in 7 tons of fuel. Enter that. And oops, what happened there? Let's try that again. Fuel, oh, there we go. Estimated, about 30 seconds. So let's get that going. There we go. So that's refueling. Whether just going to double check our takeoff weight, as obviously planned takeoff weight may have changed. So we're going to confirm that block fuel. So takeoff weight of 63.8. We had an initial takeoff weight of 63.65. So if we just edit that, it doesn't actually change my flex temp on the calculator I've got on the WebPro website. HD has very kindly given me a more realistic one, which is quite neat. So let's we'll stick with a flex temp of 70. That should be fine. That's now all calculated, and our fuel prediction tells us we should land with about 2 tons of fuel when we get to Palma, which is good. How do I get SimBrief to tell the trip wind as a headwind or tailwind, as you want to get an average wind? I think it all depends on which layout you're using. I'm using the Easyjet layout, which you set up in SimBrief. So HD, you're back on plumber's due soon, so you'll be on as long as you can. HD, could you just do me a quick recalculation? We've had to load a bit of extra fuel, so our takeoff weight is now expected to be a little higher, not much higher to be fair. Takeoff weight is 64. Just see if that affects anything with the takeoff flex. So there we go. I'm just going to do the V-speed as well now, HD, so we'll see on that performance page. All the passengers are just loaded. We've got the beep from the cabin crew. So once HD just has a look at that for me, just in case you missed it, HD, takeoff weight is now 64 tons. Just wondering if flex temp is still 70 or not. For runway 25 left. So the performance, transition altitude here is 5,000 feet. And thrust reduction, noise abatement 2, so it's 1550, 1550, 1550. I'm just going to double check that actually. Runway threshold is, let's have a look. Yeah, 1149, so that's close enough. Actually, I'm doing that to 1500, aren't I? My mistake. That should be 1149. So actually, HD, they were correct. They were spot on. It was me. I was adding 1500 instead of 1000. 1149, which it rounds up, and the simulator got right anyway. So flaps 1 for takeoff. And thanks to the guys following on Twitch. Great to have you on board for the flight. So that flex temp calculation then. V speeds, flex all the same. Green dot is now 1 knot higher. Fair enough. So flex temp then confirmed as 70. Let's have a look at what this will be interesting. So HD is calculated using obviously the real world calculator that he has. So he's actually calculated 151, all for V1, VR, and V2. So it's quite neat that they're all the same. Out of interest, I'm going to see what the simulator suggests. So the simulator there suggesting obviously much, much lower. So just as a test then, let's pop these in. I'm going to put in 151 for V1. Yeah, of course they disagree. 151 for V2. And it will be interesting to see if the aircraft starts to lift up without any input from me on the side stick. Hopefully not. Just looking now, so clean, we've got 214, and I can see HD is actually giving me 212, so a couple of knots difference between that. And 70 degrees, well, I must say, HD, when you said it was 70 degrees, I thought, oh, that's borderlining it, isn't it? Otherwise we'd have been togering. So that's all now set up. Air traffic control is online here as well. So we're just going to go ahead now, contact the tower, and see if our routing is correct. 25 left, and the Odlin 1 November is expected. So it's 120025 on the radio. 120025.
Vienna Hollywood 1 Alpha, flying 5000 feet, squawk 2010, 8473. 8473, you correct.
Berlin Tower, good afternoon. Alpine 5807, type A320neo, stand Charlie 7, requesting FR clearance to Palma De Mallorca as filed, and we have QNH 1030.
5807 Berlin Tower, good day. Information Bravo correct. That is approved. Clear to Palma De Mallorca via Oslo 1 Alpha departure. Flight plan route. Climb 5000 feet. Squawk 2023.
Cleared for the Adlin 1 Alpha departure route and squawk 2023. Alpine 5807.
That's 5807, repeat correct.
So let's get that squawk in, then we'll just have a little look at that rerouting. So, 2023.
Berlin Tower, underline 976, guten Tag. Underline 976, Berlin Tower, hallo. Underline 976 is Infinity 7 on stand Alpha 3 with information Alpha on board. Request clearance to Köln. Underline 976, Berlin Tower, nochmal information Bravo correct. Startup is approved, clear to Köln via Pro-Welle 1 Alpha departure. Flight plan route, climb 5000 feet, squawk 1000.
Okay, so the only difference is that's for a 25 right departure. We had 25 left. It may be worth actually asking him if we can take 25 left, because it's actually a much shorter taxi. So if not, we can obviously go with 1 Alpha. Berlin Tower Alpine 5807, is 25 left available at all? If not, no problem, we'll take 25 right and the other 1 Alpha departure.
Alpha 5807, because of COVID, 25 left.
Roger, 25 right with via the Odlin 1 Alpha departure. So runway's closed, that's clearly me not reading NOTAMs. So let's, strangely enough, what you'd normally see on the ATIS that the guy has to pop in is they'd say, we've got expect ILS approach runway 25 right, doesn't say anything about 25 left, so either way, let's just update that. Runway length is now slightly different, of course. That may have changed our performance now, HD, as we've not got as much length available. There's the Odlin 1 Alpha now going in. Insert that. And we now need to check our takeoff data, as we have changed it. So flex is still 70, new speeds 145, 145, 145. And 145, 145, and 145. So we can now confirm the new takeoff data. There we go. Captain B, please note everyone, we're using flex temp for takeoff. Use both engines. Yeah, you had an interesting departure yesterday, didn't you? Okay, right, I'm now happy with that. We've got our departure clearance. Let's tidy the cabin up, welcome the passengers on board, and look to start getting ready to push back. So the main door can be closed and the jetway can disappear. Let's get the fuel pumps on and get the APU running.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome on board our Easyjet service. Please place your large bags into the overhead locker, wheels first, and keep your small items under the seat in front of you. These include laptops, handbags, duty-free and loose items of clothing. Once you have safely stowed your cabin bag, please take your seat. To help us ensure a prompt departure, we would kindly ask that you keep the aisle clear, enabling all remaining customers to board. Your seatbelt can now be fastened ready for departure. This is a no-smoking service. Thank you for observing this policy.
Excellent.
Okay, so we're now just waiting for the APU to kick in. Once we've done that, we'll tell the ground power unit that we're free. Disconnect external power. There we go. APU is now running. Let's get some APU bleed on. Disconnect the ground power. Ground power can now disappear. Has he gone already? Oh, he has when we disconnect him. The tug's getting into position. And let's now have a look at running the before start checklist. So our cockpit preparation is all complete. Signs are on and auto. The ideas are aligned. We already confirmed 3 nav green. Fuel quantity is loaded. There's that 7 tons. Check we're balanced. I'm sure we will be. There we are. And the FMGS is all set up and complete. Altimeter 1030. There we go. Okay, so with that, we'll get our pushback clearance as well. Berlin Tower, Alpine 5807, stand Charlie 07 is ready for pushback.
Runway 07, pushback approved, face west.
Pushback approved, facing west, Alpine 5807. Just saying HD, how many times do you think I'm going to say Easyjet on this flight?
6, pushback approved, face east.
And let's get that flicked over to standby.
Speedbird 464, ready to push yourself. Speedbird 464, pushback approved, face north. Pushback approved, face north, Speedbird 464.
And Alpine 00, request pushback.
Alpine 00, pushback approved, face west.
Proceeding west, Alpine 00.
We expect a good flight with you today with no weather problems showing in front of us, so we should be pushing back within the next few minutes or so. For now, the ground crew have now finished loading the last of the baggage into the aircraft, so if you could get yourself seated and secured, then we can make sure we can depart on time. The cabin crew will shortly be providing their safety demonstration video, so it would be appreciated if you could give them your full attention. A special welcome on board to our Easyjetsimpilot members, and if you wish to inquire about becoming a member, please contact a member of the cabin crew. All our Easyjetsimpilot members are of course entitled to free drinks throughout the flight. Thanks very much, and we'll give you an update once we're airborne.
Okay, so I was silently running the before start checklist below the line then, and we're all good to go. So engine number 1 is now starting.
Ladies and gentlemen, we now ask for your attention while we take you through the safety procedures on this aircraft. A safety card is in your seat pocket showing the exit routes, oxygen masks, life jackets and brace position that you must adopt if you hear brace, brace. There are 2 emergency exits at the rear, 4 in the middle, and 2 at the front of the cabin. Floor lighting will guide you to an exit. Please be aware that your nearest exit may be behind you. In an emergency, leave all cabin baggage on board. Your seatbelt is fastened, adjusted, and released as shown. It must be fastened when the seatbelt signs are on, and we recommend that you keep it fastened at all times. If the air supply fails, masks will drop from above you. Pull a mask towards you to start the oxygen. Put the mask over your nose and mouth. Hold in place with the strap. Pull on each side to adjust. Put on your own mask before helping others. If we land on water, take the life jacket from under your seat. Put it over your head. Pass the tapes around your waist. Click together and pull the strap to adjust. Do not inflate it inside the aircraft. When outside, inflate by pulling the toggle. If it fails to inflate or needs topping up, blow into the tube. There is a light and whistle for attracting attention. We also carry flotation aids for children. Your tray table must now be stowed, armrest down, window blinds open, and seatbelt fastened. We wish you a pleasant flight with Easyjet.
So the pushback driver doing a decent job today. He's nearly finished, and then we'll have a look at what we're expecting taxi route wise as well. So what are we? We're currently lined up on taxiway Echo, and pushback appears now to be complete. Let's pop those parking brakes on. So yeah, we're expecting Echo and then probably Victor Charlie to either Foxtrot or Charlie all the way down to the holding point for runway 25 right. He may just tell us to follow the company aircraft, so we'll listen out for what he will tell us to do.
SM6 taxi to holding point runway 25 right, intersection Lima 6 via Foxtrot, Lima 5 Delta, Lima 6.
Okay, engine 2 is stabilised, so we can start tidying up here. No anti-ice required. Ground spoilers and flaps, rudder trim, and CG today on load sheet 26.9. Let's have a look. We're in the green. That looks okay. 26.9s we're all good, and I think we're clear to disconnect. So tug driver can disappear. We'll just wait till he's out of the way. After start checklist then, anti-ice is off. Ecam status checked. Pitch trim 26.9 and rudder trim 0. Have I just picked up the wrong, what's it? It's 26.95, so we could round that up to 26.7. I think we've got just a very similar value there, HD. We could round that up to 27. Oh, HD's disregarding that. He's obviously just spotted it. But yeah, well, we could probably pop it back to 0, to be honest with you. It's not going to make much details. Let's do our flight control check. So, full left, full right, and neutral. Full up, full down, neutral rudder, full right, full left, and neutral. HD, no, it's not normally that close. I must be honest, that's the first time I have actually seen it that close, so fair enough. Okay, the pushback is now clear. Let's get our taxi clearance. Berlin Tower, Alpine 5807 is ready for taxi. Oh, that's strange. Why is the com changed? Let's go back, shall we? 120025. Not had that happen before. Don't think I've pressed any sort of key that would affect that. Berlin Tower, Alpine 5807 is ready for taxi.
507, taxi to entry north via Echo and Victor 2.
Taxi to entry north via Echo and Victor 2, Alpine 5807.
Seabird 464, taxi to holding point runway 25 right via Victor 4, Delta and Lima 7.
Let's get that taxi light on.
Taxi to holding
We
point
can release
for runway
the
25 left,
parking brake
Victor 4
and
European cabin.
start to roll.
25 right via Victor 4, Delta and Lima 7.
Flight 64, Delta and Lima 7, Viva 464.
So there's an entry north point, as you've just heard him tell us to hold. So basically that's not a taxi. All the way to the runway we need to hold for passing traffic, presumably.
976, wind 27037 knots, runway 25 right, clear for takeoff. Clear for takeoff, 25 right, underline 976.
This is where having detailed scenery really does come into its own, and you can follow everything. So this will be our first right, I believe it is, but we'll probably have a nice marking down here, so that's quite neat. So that's for Charlie 2. I think there's a Charlie 1 just after it. Yeah, there's Charlie 1. And, oh, great to see so much traffic here on VATSIM today. That's neat. Moby, what online performance calculator do you use? I can pop that into the chat probably once we're airborne, unless HD can find it and pop it in, or anybody else, of course. Seth, good morning. So this is Victor 2. As you can see, Victor 1 is straight on, Victor Charlie is in the centre, and I believe this is Victor 2. There's an aircraft just departing. Magic Norm, I think the STD does flash on the primary flight display until about 18,000 feet. I think it's an Americanism. Nightbot needs a link. HD, I think you're right.
Charlie Kilo, I call you back traffic behind.
So now,
99900, are you able for Lima 6 intersection?
following the company aircraft,
Are you able for Lima 6 intersection?
and a little bit of a view of Aerosoft's Brandenburg Airport.
99900, continue taxi via Victor 2.
Looks
Victor
great, doesn't
4,
it?
Delta, Lima 6 to holding point 25 right, intersection Lima 6. Continue taxi Victor 2, Victor 4, Delta to holding point Lima 6, Alpine 99900.
So the tower control has actually got his work cut out today. He's obviously controlling landings, arrivals, and also ground traffic, which it is. It's quite busy here. Wonder if that's something to do with the release of this airport.
Charlie Kilo, pushback approved, face north.
Pushback approved, face north, line and Charlie Kilo.
Oh, HD, I wish they did. Did you know what? They could market it. They'd sell thousands. They really would.
Lufthansa Mike Bravo, good afternoon, request radio check. Station calling, second call time.
Now, he's only told us to go to entry north. He's not actually told us to go any further than that, so I'm presuming he would want us to hold. Not go any further than the entry north, which is straight ahead. But we will hold until we hear anything, or we'll at least ask. We don't want to presume.
Berlin Tower, Ryanair 144 radio check.
Ryanair 144, Berlin Tower, good day, 85 pedal.
Ryanair 144, good day, with information Bravo on board at stand Delta 10, requesting IFR to Manchester asphalt.
Ryanair 144, number 1, I call you back.
Roger.
So here's the entry north area.
We're just going to hold here.
00, geway to an Lufthansa Airbus A320 from left to right on Lima 5.
You're away on Lima 5, Lufthansa 320, coming left to right, confirm?
It's just right turn. He's gonna come from the left to right.
Roger, holding point Lima 5, finance, left.
Alpine 5807 is holding at the entry north point.
5807, are you able for Lima 6 intersection?
Stand by, Alpine 5807. Right, Lima 6, is that the full length, or is it... Oh, actually, that is much shorter. That means... HD, if we're going there, what do you reckon? Toga? Or do we request the full length? That would give us... what would that give us? 25 right, Lima 6. That's 2,515. 2515. 2515 meters if we took the Lima 6.
464, wind 27037 knots, runway 25 right, clear for takeoff. Left takeoff 25 right, clear for 464.
So we'll hold here until HD gives us confirmation that we can do that. Whilst we're doing that, let's just run some pre-departure checklists. So let's do the takeoff and FMA data. Flex 67, thank you HD. Well, I'll get that popped in. Performance Flex 67. There we go. 133, 133, 135. 133. 133 again. And 135.
473 request pushback.
There we go.
473 pushback approved, face north.
Save a little bit of wear and tear on those engines. We'll keep with the flex. Okay, let's let them know we can do that. Tower Alpine 5807 is good for Lima 6.
Alpine 5807, that sounds perfect. Taxi to Rolling Point runway 25 right, intersection Lima 6 via Victor 4, Delta and Lima 6.
Hold short 25 right at Lima 6 via Victor 4 and Delta Alpine 5807.
Alpine 900, line up runway 25 right and wait.
Line up on right, 25 right, Alpine 900.
So Victor 4 is straight ahead, then on Delta. I believe that's Nick that's just departed. Right, remove those parking brakes. So takeoff and FMA data is 133 blue, 135 magenta. Climb nav is... we've just put the parking brake back on. I didn't put it on to begin with. Climb nav blue, 5000 blue, 1 FD2, and a new flex of 67.
Unicom 122, that's right, have a nice flight. See ya. Over to Unicom 122, that's all right. Thanks for ATC, goodbye.
Okay, so our takeoff and departure briefing is confirmed. We can see everything looks as it does on my charts next to me here on that initial departure. So just so you guys know what's happening, basically it's a straight out departure, and then no speed restrictions apart from the normal 250 knots below 10,000 feet. Weather is great here today. If we did have a problem with obviously just return, we're below the maximum landing weight, so we could bring the aircraft back in for a nice safe arrival should anything go wrong. 5,000 feet is our initial stop climb altitude. That is set. No performance change further after that intersection change. Stop altitude matches. Departure is correct. All now looking good. Flight controls are checked. Departure briefing is confirmed. Flap setting is config 1. ECAM memo takeoff no blue. Electronic flight bag is stowed. And I just need to follow the map and make sure we get Lima 6 correct, although these should be nicely labelled up in this Aerosoft airport. So I believe the first taxi here on the left is Lima 5, then we've got Lima 6. Good luck, HT. Thank you for the thanks for the calculations, and I'll let you know if the aircraft takes off without my help. For those of you that may be new to the channel, HD is a real-world Airbus A320 pilot, who, when he's online, can give us the real-world calculations that sadly we're not privy to. So I had an estimated departure time of 2 o'clock. It's now, that's 2 o'clock British time, of course, so 1300 hours Zulu time. It's now 1300, 1305. That's Lima 5.
425, thank you so much, have a good day.
Runway 144 ready for pushing start.
I do like this scenery.
Runway 144, pushback approved, face off.
And of course Berlin is a decent European hub for Easyjet, so we'll definitely be coming here quite a bit, I think, in the future. Kieran408 on Twitch, thank you for the follow.
ED473 ready for taxi.
Easy473, taxi to entry north via Victor 2.
Taxi entry north via Victor 2, ED473.
And this is Lima 6, so we'll hold at the holding point. Our brake temperatures are going to be absolutely fine. Brake fans are obviously off. Once we get the approach clearance, bit previous for that. Once we get the departure clearance, line up, takeoff clearance, etc., then we'll get all the lights on, turn the packs off. So here is Lima 6. There's the stop bars. So let's hold here. Danny, can I show the SID in Navigraph? 1 second. Let's just quickly see if I can. So there's the standard instrument departure. Oh no, wrong one.
07, behind next departure in Lufthansa Airbus A320, line up runway 25 right and wait behind.
There's our departure route straight out here, which is really quite neat. Nothing too strenuous with that departure route. So we're now holding here for this departing Lufthansa.
07, behind next departing Lufthansa Airbus A320, line up runway 25 right and wait behind.
Behind the departing Lufthansa, line up and wait behind the aircraft. Alpine 5807. So he's now gone. Let's get the lights on. So strobes, lights, nose lights, PAX 1, PAX 2 off, TCAS, TARA, tilt above, and transponder. So let's run the before takeoff checklist below the line. Cabin secured for takeoff. Actually, it's not secured for takeoff on self-loading cargo, but it is now. Engine mode select norm, TCAS JRA tilt above, packs off, anti-ice off.
EDDB-473, taxi to order point runway 25 right via Victor 4, Delta and Lima 7.
Taxi 25 right via Victor 4, Delta Lima 7, EDDB-473.
So far about 8 minutes late for departure. We'll try and make that up in the air, of course. Donovan, let's go. As soon as he tells us we can, we will. We've probably got a couple of minutes just to wait behind that departing Lufthansa for traffic separation.
Von 5807, wind 270 degrees 9 knots, runway 25 right, clear for takeoff.
Cleared for takeoff, runway 25 right, Alpine 5807. Okay, let's get ourselves lined up and we're ready for takeoff. Final scan of the cockpit, make sure everything's looking as it should. Okay, and takeoff. Start the chrono. 50% N1, advance the thrust levers. And set takeoff thrust. Man flex, SRS. Runway has not shown, probably because it's a modded airport and it's not recognised in the database. V1 and rotate. So we're automatically now in nav mode.
Initially climbing 5,000 feet, Siberia 8960.
So thrust reduction is coming up in a second. There we go. So let's lower the nose 10 degrees, climb thrust. So thrust climb and climb now armed. Let's get those packs back on.
Alpine 5807, contact Bremen 126.45, have a nice flight. See you.
Over to Bremen radar now, thanks for the service, bye bye. And flap 0, ground spoilers disarmed. And over to Bremen, 126425. Just got to watch we don't bust the altitude. 126425. This is why having 2 PMs, two pilots is quite useful. 126425. There we go. Bremen radar, Alpine 5807, passing 4,000 feet.
Alpine 5807, ready departure. Hello, identifies climb flight and 160.
Flight level 160 for Alpine 5807. So that's good. We can continue our climb. Flight level 160, set standard pressure. 160 blue, and autopilot is now coming on. That right hand turn to follow the standard instrument departure. Autopilot 1 now on. 160 confirmed. Timothy, why did we get takeoff inhibited? It doesn't sound as it doesn't sound as serious as it is. Basically, it means that the aircraft. Confirm again that waypoint for Alpine 5807.
Alpine 5807 direct Otlus.
Direct Otlus, Alpine 5807. Danny, let me just find that, then I'll come back to you. Be direct Otlun, wasn't it? Alpine 5807, confirm Otlun, Oscar Delta Lima, Uniform November.
Correct.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Roger, thank you.
keep your seatbelt fastened while the seatbelt sign is on. We recommend that you keep your seatbelt fastened whenever you are seated. Toilets are located at each end of the cabin. Remember that smoking is not permitted at any time. This includes e-cigarettes.
So, release the cabin crew. We're about to pass 10,000 feet.
Consent 2435, contact tower 120.025. Tower 120.025.
And all the lights are off.
Thank you for the vectors. Alpine 5805, Vietnam 1, Alpine 5807, Vietnam 122, goodbye.
Over to Unicom now, 122.8. Thanks for the service, Alpine 5807. Okay, so with no air traffic control online, that just gives us a moment to chat through a couple of things. So Danny, yeah, basically on takeoff the aircraft automatically disables several alarms, things like ground proximity warnings, stuff like that, just because you don't want those going off. You know that you're close to the ground, so it's just letting you know that some warnings have been, audio warnings have been disabled. Packs are turned off just to give the engines, well, basically the engines run the packs, so it gives the engines a bit of an extra performance boost on takeoff. But of course you don't want to leave them off because the packs is pressurizing the cabin. Forget to do that and suddenly you lose consciousness. Skyfly 320, which is the best MSFS model matching for V-Pilot. I think there's several around. I've basically had one and edited it just for really flying in Europe, because I don't want 3,000 different liveries in my community folder. The sim would take forever to load if we did that. So everything is looking good with our departure. Let's just check the progress page. Flight level 370, 390 is the max, so we can now continue that climb up to flight level 370. Engage, confirm 370 blue. And there we go, off to our cruising altitude. We can also release the cabin now. Seatbelt signs can come off. You're free to move around the cabin. So now we're just monitoring aircraft systems until we get to our cruising altitude of 370 today. Not a cloud in the sky. And what's the weather looking like at Palma when we get there? 070 at 10. And oh, Eurocontrol is online as well, 13545. So let's give them a call.
Level 240.
Eurocontrol, good afternoon, Alpine 5807, passing flight level 200, direct Odlin.
Alpine 5807, good afternoon, identified, climb to level 350.
Flight level 350 for Alpine 5807. Flight level 350 confirmed.
Two stations, Air Canada 7215, hello, identified. Copy the CPDLC, climb level 360.
Climb 360, Air Canada 7215.
Etihad 320, good day, identified, climb level 370.
Intact Studios, your VS is broken. Oh dear. That could make descending and climbing difficult. Well, not climbing, but descending certainly. Timothy, you're off to start a flight from Seattle. Good luck, sir. Hope it goes well. Vedic, why are the wings orange? Right, well, for those of you that haven't actually seen this aircraft from the outside yet, this is our brand new Easter livery. So we'll be flying this for the next couple of weeks. Let's have a look. So yeah, bright orange. Happy Easter, everyone. Timothy, where did I get the cabin announcement from? So the cabin announcement came from, it was just, it's on the internet, it's freely available. So the weather, ceiling and visibility is okay at the moment in Palma, that's good. Wind 070 at 10, gusting 20 though, that could be interesting for our arrival. Something to look forward to in a couple of hours' time.
Break, run at 41 Charlie, climb level 330.
Climb level 330, right on there, forward Charlie.
Emirates 56, hello, identified, climb flight level 350.
Emirates 56, camel cruiser 350.
So we're going to monitor this until we get to the cruise, and then once we're in the cruise I'll come off the microphone, be with you in the chat room, but then of course I'll be with you on the microphone again for landing. Is this a real livery in real life? Let's knock. No, certainly isn't. Can you imagine how much that would cost? And orange isn't the most efficient, fuel efficient colour for an aircraft. Why do you think most of them are white? In Vienna shop, this livery is available to the Easyjetsimpilot members. So if you want to go and check that out, you can see the different levels available for that. Have the PFD colours changed again? I think they have, ever so slightly. I actually find them a little bit easier to read now.
Swiss 1077, reclear direct B0. Jet 2 Echo 2, direct into.
So I think we may actually have air traffic control on for a while now, which is quite nice.
Maastricht, Lufthansa 8 Echo Echo, good day. Passing flight level 220 for flight level 230, direct Lampu.
Lufthansa 3 Echo Echo, good day, identified, climb level 370.
So the Odlin waypoint, we did a little shortcut out of there because it is a bit of a staggered departure route. Let's just check operational flight plan. So we should be there about 10 minutes after departure, and that's about right. We're going to be about 2 or 3 minutes behind schedule, and I'm sure we can pick that up.
Skip at 161 identified, good afternoon, climb level 370.
Code C70 still 16. Good afternoon, Alpine 9900, reflect 330 inbound, let's go.
Alpine 9900, hello, identified, direct, set go, level 330.
Set go, level 330.
Aaron, do we have the LEPA scenery? Yep, we do. Just Sims LEPA scenery. And a big thank you to both Aerosoft for the Brennan scenery, the not Bremen, sorry, Berlin-Brandenburg, for providing that for us to use on the stream today, and Just Sim for Palma de Mallorca that we will be coming into later this afternoon. So a big thank you to those guys for that. And Germany looking particularly beautiful down there today, sun beaming down. Wonder which airport that is. That we can see just ahead of the engine nacelle.
Beeline 74 X-ray, you're requesting flight level 360. Beeline 74 X-ray, climb level 360. 360, Beeline 74 X-ray.
So at the moment we climbed to flight level 350.
Level 210.
We planned for 370. So let's just have a look what difference that would make to our fuel. So we're flying 2,000 feet below, so it would have added 54 kilograms of fuel to our planned block fuel, and it will also add 2 minutes 28 to our time.
Danke, Matt, schönen Nachmittag. Ciao, Sammy, mach's gut.
Well, I'm glad I could pronounce it right for Aaron. Craig, which airliner would I like to see in the flight sim? I am looking very much forward to the 380. I'd also like the 350. I want to see the A320. I think that's probably the future for Airbus, long haul.
Beauty 43 X-ray, when ready, send flight level 250. Send flight level 250, Beauty. Underline 976, danke dir, Unicom for the landing, ciao. Unicom for the landing, temperature. Joel. 6 Tango Romeo, readability 5.
So it looks like we're actually going to be coming down.
9900, climb level 340.
Let's have a look what it had us actually doing flight level wise. So our planned flight level is originally to go to flight level 380 and then back down to 370. Strange.
No problems. Good day, Squawk 0344.
I think that might just be a sim brief thing. So any weather that we can look forward to today, as you can see, it's just high pressure, high pressure, high pressure. Really, really nice. Nothing to concern us about at all there. So that's wonderful.
Bavarian 21 Golf Mike, identified, climbing flight level 320. Level 320, correct. Bavarian 21 Golf Mike. Swiss 1077, Geneva arrival 131325, good day.
13135, thank you, bye.
So we're going to flight level 350, we can request 370, it all depends on the traffic around us.
Route 47, climb level 410.
Climb 41047.
Mojo 86, climb level 390. 390, Mojo 86, everything.
So we've got Mac Alt Star, so we're capturing the altitude. We'll just give them a call, see if we can get up to 370.
Run F41 Charlie, descend flight level 260.
Descend flight level 260, right, F41 Charlie.
Alpine 5807, any chance of flight level 370 for us?
Alpine 5807, yes indeed, climb now level 370.
Thanks very much, climbing now flight level 370, Alpine 5807. Hello, 370, blue, thrust climb again, and climb.
Malaysian 1, good afternoon to you, identified through direct Karoni. Direct Karoni, Malaysian 1.
Aaron spent 3 hours in the flight deck because there was a delay. Oh.
4731, level 38, correction, 370 initially.
Well, nothing the pilots can do about that.
370, very able, run in for 731. For 731, I'm supposed to ask you for levels. Are you able for 380? Roger, Ryanair 4731, climb now level 380.
So again, up to our cruise altitude, which is nice, better for fuel efficiency. We like that, we don't want to burn fuel.
Hello, flight 1 inbound, Nimitz, flight level 290.
North flight 21, Maastricht, hello. Final level 240, confirmed.
290.
North flight 21, roger, climb level 290. Re-clear direct to Norgo.
Clear direct Norgo, North flight 21, thank you.
Lufthansa 9 Lima, Unicom for the landing, good day.
Level 250,
So I'm just going to have a quick check and see
Other station calling.
what air traffic control we're going to have online throughout our flight today. So
Identified, stop, climb level 310.
looks like we would lose this just as we go over Italy. So we've actually got air traffic control for
level 300.
at least half of our journey today, which is really neat.
Beeline 74 X-ray, descend level 300.
Descent level 300, Beeline 74 X-ray.
Tronex 11, question, Tronex 1771, could identify direct B-bound level 330.
We do just have to keep an eye on the autopilot nav. With this experimental version, sometimes it just veers off a little bit, turns the wrong way before intercepting the correct course to the next waypoint.
Identified, climb to flight level 340.
Climbing to 340, runway 144.
Aaron, yep, the Easyjet call sign in the UK for UK registered aircraft is easy. Here in Europe, it is Alpine. Pilot Nix, good afternoon. So you can see the aircraft is now just wobbling left, right. So one way that I think can help to fix this is if we can go direct to Bamki. Just reconfirm that yellow line, see if that works.
X-ray reports your indicated airspeed.
Mac Alt Star. It's also gone into heading mode. Don't go into heading mode. Nav, please. Mac Alt Cruise. Nav.
Radar 41 Charlie, reduce speed 260.
Reduce speed 260, right, 41 Charlie.
And there we go. We're at our cruising altitude.
That's Serbia 7 1.
And we seem to be travelling in a straight line again, so that's really nice.
Easy 473 will be flight level 340, climb 370.
Easy 473, good identified, climb level 370.
Service.
537,
Purchase room selection of
Zero wings 370, identified, climb initially 280.
found in your in-flight route. We accept payment in pounds, euros, most major currencies, and daily The correct change would be greatly appreciated. And if we could
Austrian 301, good day, Squawk 0346.
in the cabin shortly.
0346, Austrian 30. LTU 130, climb level 350.
Level 350, you wanted.
Tomjet 21 Tango, Unicom, good day.
Unicom, Tomjet 21 Tango, bye.
So I'll just cycle the SD pages, make sure everything is working as it should be. Apart from the fuel used, of course, that's still not working in this experimental version. But that's fine. We know we've probably burnt about half a ton of fuel already from our... in fact, no, we haven't. We've burnt about 1.5 tons of fuel so far, because we had 7 tons to begin with. The electrical page all working as it should. Yeah, so the fuel page just shows that we haven't burnt any fuel, which is, of course, complete rubbish. APU is off. 24 degrees in the cabin. Doors, of course, and oxygen all fine. Wheels 15 degrees. They're the brake temperatures. All the computers are working. Systems normal. Fantastic. Let's see how we're doing now. So we're off to Bamki, and we should be there in around a minute or so. So about 24 minutes. Let's have a look at Bamki. 23 minutes. With 5 tons of fuel remaining, we've got 5.5. So all of that is looking very good.
Good afternoon, Speedbird 814 with your flight level 370.
Aaron, I'm using self-loading cargo for my passenger announcements. Adam, have I ever thought about flying to Bagrusia or Sarajevo? Honestly, no, just because it's not an EasyJet route.
report back.
Dark, are you in front of me?
Control,
Well, at least air traffic control should keep us well separated. Okay, guys. So with that, I'm going to come off the microphone for the cruise. I'll be back with our arrival and departure. I will, however, be with you in the chat room. I am just going to nip to the galley and refill my drink. So I shall be back with you in the chat room in a couple of minutes. Speak to you all in the chat room very soon. Bye bye.
Thank you for the service. Have a great evening. Alpine 9900, traffic information at your 2 o'clock, 1,000 feet above, 21 nautical miles.
Okay, copy that. Alpine 9900.
Emirates 56, traffic information at your 11 o'clock position, 1,000 feet below, 19 nautical miles. Emirates 56, roger that.
Radar, National Attack, Oscar 920, passing flight level 192, climb flight level 230 on the Moxie 1 Romeo departure.
Oscar 920, guten Tag, Spoke 0347.
0347, Oscar 920. Austrian 52, request.
Austrian 562, descend flight level 250.
Descend flight level 250, Austrian 52.
Berlin 17 Alpha Golf, direct Kilo Lima Foxtrot.
Direct Kilo Lima Foxtrot, Berlin 17 Alpha Golf.
Runway 4731, direct Kilo Lima Foxtrot.
Kilo Lima Foxtrot, direct Berlin 47. Runway 7.
And 212, we are ready for descent. 212, descent flight level 260.
Traveler 5520, hello, flight level 340 inbound Malug.
Traveler 5520, LO identified, maintain level 3, question, climb flight level 350.
Climb 350, traveler 5520.
Austria 90, question, Austria 920 identified, climb level 400.
Climb level 400, Austria 920.
Today, Alpine 1 Mike Charlie.
Alpine 1 Mike Charlie identified, BPDLC.
BPDLC. Matrix, D-Back 464, requested 5 minutes.
Approved, report back.
Okay.
Berlin 17 Alpha Golf, rate of descent 2,000 feet or greater, please.
Confirm for Berlin 17 Alpha Golf, please.
Correct, Berlin 17 Alpha Golf, rate of descent 2,000 feet per minute or greater.
Roger, 2,000 feet per minute or greater, Berlin 17 Alpha Golf.
Runway 4731, rate of descent 1,500 feet per minute or greater.
1,500 or greater and Air Force 731.
212, Unicom for the landing, bye-bye.
Unicom, ciao.
LTU 130, Unicom, schönen Flug. Austrian 562, Unicom for the landing, bye-bye.
Yes, Unicom, Kentucky, Austrian 562.
Danke. Approved. Bavarian 21 Golf Mike, traffic at your 10 o'clock position, 21 truck miles at 300 feet above, 300 feet below, apologies, no factor.
Thanks, mentioned that slot, I think it's 21 Mike Golf, and possibly would like to descend again.
Say that again, 21 Golf Mike, you'd like?
21 Golf Mike, just if possible, we would like to descend again.
21 Golf Mike, no problem, descend flight level 320 initially.
320, sorry, 21 Golf Mike. Just to exit, possible to climb to 410, final level.
Georgia 2 Echo Juliet, affirm, climb now level 410.
Georgia 2 climb to 410.
Ryanair 144 requesting out of cockpit in 5 minutes.
Approved.
We'll report back. Thank you.
North Flight 21, request descent.
North Flight 21, descend flight level 240.
Descending 240, North Flight 21.
Euro wings 370, climb level 330.
Landing 300, 370.
Eurotrans 109, get identified flight level 350, direct Norta. Direct Norta. North Flight 21, Unicom for the landing, good day.
Unicom, North Flight 21, choose.
Skyway 7038, Unicom, enjoy your day, bye-bye.
Unicom, Skyway 7038, bye-bye.
Zebra 464 is back.
Roger.
And Mojo 86 deck.
Roger.
Lufthansa 325 with your flight level 350.
Lufthansa 325, good day, sir. I have no flight plan from you. If you double check that, please.
Right.
Thank you. Alpine 9900, descend flight level 330.
330, Alpine 9900.
Cupid 464, able level 370.
Yeah, roger that. We're able to reach there.
Cupid 464, roger, climb 370, direct Balsi.
Climbing to flight level 370, direct Balsi, Zebra 464.
Alpine 9900, direct Xerox.
Direct Xerox, Alpine 9900.
Select 1771 off to the Unicom, good day. Dubai 8, Unicom, good day.
Good day, Dubai 8.
Lufthansa 325 identified with a flight plan, thank you very much.
Two Tango Alpha, request descent.
Lot 2 Tango Alpha, descend level 260, level Norku.
260 level Norku, 2 Tango Alpha.
Ryanair 17 Alpha Golf, contact Bremen 126.425 today.
126.45 today.
Ryanair 4731, contact Bremen 126.425 today.
126.45, good day, thanks for the service, bye, Ryanair 47.
Fine.
Qatari A303 with you, flight level 170, climb to flight level 330. Qatari A303.
Qatari 203, hello, identified. Recycle Squawk 0351.
Sending squawk 0351 for Qatari A303.
Qatari 823, question 8203 identified. Continue climb to flight level 270.
Qatari 8203, climb to flight level 280.
Negative 270.
270, Qatari 803.
Master Control, Lufthansa 754, 390.
Lufthansa 754, hello, identified, level 390. KLM 719, direct Otres. Oscar 920, direct Lore.
Continue, good afternoon, Trashana 87.
about clock 2260.
Austrian 920, direct Lore.
Direct Lore, Austrian 920.
And KLM 719, confirm all 3, Oscar Tango Romeo Echo Sierra. Bavarian 21 Golf Mike, descend level 240. Charlie Sierra November 877, hello, identified, maintain level 280.
Can you see again? Sorry.
877, identified, maintain flight level 280.
Level 280, 280,
Lot 2 Tango Alpha, Unicom, enjoy your flight, bye-bye.
Unicom, ciao, start Tango Alpha.
Ciao. Bavarian 21 Golf Mike, Unicom for the landing, ciao.
Unicom for the landing, thank you much, 21 Golf Mike.
Ciao. Fujet 2 Echo Juliet, Unicom, have a good flight, bye-bye.
Juliet, Unicom, 28, ciao.
Control, Siberia 8960, with you climbing flight level 340.
Siberian 8960, hello, identified, climb level 340.
Climbing 340, Siberia 8960, good evening.
Good day.
Master Control, good afternoon, Ryanair 6587, climbing flight level, passing flight level 190.
Ryanair 6587, good day, Maastricht identified, climb to flight level 310.
Climb to flight level 310, Ryanair 6587.
Qatar 203, climb flight level 330.
Qatar 8003, climb for level, say again, for Qatar 8003.
Qatar 203, climb flight level 330.
Qatar 8003, climb for level 330.
Charlie Sierra November 2069, hello, identified, climb to flight level 330.
Runway 144 back.
Roger, runway 144. Santa 6 Tango Romeo, descend level 250.
250, Master Edge Control, good afternoon. Master 2510 Heavy, with you flight level 350.
Master 2510, good afternoon, Squawk 0352.
Squawk 0352, Master 2510.
Air Canada 7215, Unicom, good afternoon.
Air Canada 7215, yes.
Control, Siberian 157, good day, flight level 160.
Siberian 157, hello, identified, climb initially level 320.
Climbing 320, Siberian 57.
Roger.
Siberia 8960, if possible, request climb flight level 380.
Siberian 8960, stand by.
Stand by.
Boeing 5231, request out of cockpit for 5 minutes.
It's approved.
Danke.
Siberian 8960, climb level 380.
Climbing 380, Siberia 8960, rest. Thank you.
Siberian 157, climb flight level 340.
Climbing 340, Siberian 57.
Master 2510, identified level 350.
75, Master 2510.
Lufthansa 754, descend flight level 310.
0 Lufthansa 754.
Good afternoon, this is Carnival 610 at level 288, climbing 370, inbound null go.
Cargo level 610, LO identified, stop climb level 310 for traffic.
Stopping 310, Sky Global 610.
Qatari A203, stop climb level 310.
Stop the climb at level 310. Qatari A203.
Sky Global 610, traffic information at your 1 o'clock position, 24 track miles at level 320 at 777.
Copy that, 610.
I am now back in the cockpit. Cheers.
Turkish 6, thank you very much. Traffic information, 10 o'clock position, 16 miles, 2,000 feet below is Tupol at 154.
10 o'clock and 2,000 feet below. Turkish 6, cheers.
Ciao. Lufthansa 2713, descend flight level 250. Lufthansa 8 Echo Echo, Unicom, ciao.
Unicom 8 Echo Echo, ciao.
Air Control, today German Wings 5 Golf November, passing flight level 180 for flight level 350.
German Wings 5 Golf November, good day to you, sir, identified. Maintain level 250.
Maintain flight level 250, German Wings 5 Golf November.
Master Control Speedbird 50 Bravo Sierra 367 inbound AOSTA.
Speedbird 50 Bravo Sierra, good afternoon, Squawk 0353.
0353 Speedbird 50 Bravo Sierra. Stop.
Turkish 4 Charlie November, Unicom, good afternoon.
Unicom, Turkish 2 4 Charlie November.
Wing 5231, we are back in the cockpit.
Wings 5231, roger. Route direct Gulko.
Wing 5231, proceeding direct to Gulko.
Lufthansa 6 Tango Romeo, Unicom for further, ciao.
Unicom for further, Lufthansa 6 Tango Romeo, Dankeschön.
Sky Global 610, climb flight level 350.
Climbing level 350, Sky Global 600.
Qatari A203, climb level 330.
What's that for Qatari A203?
Qatari A203, correct, climb flight level 330.
Climb for level 330, Qatari A203.
No shuttle 1792, are you able for level 410?
Yeah, I think we can make that. North shuttle 1792.
Roger, climb now level 410.
Climb flight level 410, North shuttle 1792.
Lufthansa 325, descend flight level 290.
290, Lufthansa 325.
Lufthansa 754, descend level 250.
250, Lufthansa 754.
Easy 473, request descent.
Easy 473, descend flight level 250.
Descent 250, Easy 473.
Speedbird 50 Bravo Sierra identified, continue climb 380.
Continue to 380, Speedbird 50, Bravo Sierra.
Lufthansa 2713, Unicom for the landing, bye-bye.
Thanks for the ADC by Bar 713.
Speedbird 161, shortly leaving my airspace, Unicom 122.8, good day. Speedbird 161, Unicom, good day.
Geneva approach, FedEx 7381, 6,000 feet, 2 miles northwest of Lima, Sierra Zulu Bravo.
FedEx 7381, Geneva is on 131.325, bye-bye.
Roger, change it.
Emirates 56, able for level 370.
Emirates 56, stand by.
Roger.
Masters, good afternoon. Speedbird 846, Whiskey passing flight level 285, requested 370.
Speedbird 846, Whiskey, hello, identified, climb 38, question 370, direct Oscar Sierra November.
Direct Oscar Sierra November and climb 370, Speedbird 846, Whiskey.
Emirates 56, negative, we're too heavy.
Emirates 56, roger. Traveler 5520, climb level 360.
Direct Lima Delta Charlie, just departed Hamburg, flight level 210, climbing for whatever you give me.
Traveler 5520, climb flight level 360 for traffic.
Climb flight level 360, Traveler 5520.
Sierra Echo Lima Delta Charlie, we're in wonderful, good afternoon, identified, climb to flight level 280.
Climb 280, Sierra Echo Lima Delta Charlie.
Good afternoon, Speedbird 63 Tango, flight level 360, inbound Argax.
Speedbird 63 Tango, good afternoon, Squawk 0354.
Squawk 0354, Speedbird 63 Tango.
Broadwood 20, descend level 250.
Descend level 250, Broadwood 20.
Lufthansa 754, Unicom, good afternoon. Lufthansa 754, Unicom, good day.
Over to Unicom, Lufthansa 754.
Speedbird 63 Tango identified, direct Hotel Oscar Charlie.
Direct Hotel Oscar Charlie, Speedbird 63 Tango.
KLM 719, Unicom, nothing further, good day.
Op de Unicom 122.8. Vielen Dank für den Service und schönen Abend noch.
Gerne, ciao, ciao.
Eurowings 5231, we are ready for descent.
Eurowings 5231, descend level 240.
Eurowings 5231, descending flight level 240.
Lufthansa 325, Unicom, good day.
Unicom, good day.
Emirates 2, flight level 350, inbound Mato.
Emirates 2, good afternoon, identify level 350, maintain that level.
Maintain level 350.
Air Control, good afternoon, Eurowings 49 Charlie, 24 miles out of Utlan at 21,000, going for 26,000 with you.
Eurowings 49 Charlie, good afternoon, identified, climb level 260.
And Eurowings 49 Charlie, request flight level 320 if possible.
Eurowings 49 Charlie, no problem, climb level 320.
320, Eurowings 49 Charlie.
Emirates 2, able level 370.
Locked.
Alpine 9920, descend level 250.
Confirm for Alpine 9900.
Correct, descend level 250.
250, Alpine 9900, thank you.
Emirates 2, are you able for level 370?
Emirates 2 is on flight level 350.
Emirates 2, I know. Are you available? Are you able to climb level 370?
Let me check.
Roger.
German 5 Fox November.
Afternoon, Chatham Mountain weather to maintaining flight level 210.
Charlie Sierra November 1022, hello sir, climb flight level 330.
330, Chatham 132.
German Wings 5 Golf November, say again.
Requesting to leave the cockpit for 5 minutes.
Approved.
Roger.
Easy473, request recon GGS.
C473, yep, now on Unicom 122.8, good day.
Unicom 122.8, Easy473, have a good day.
Emirates 2 is able to climb to 370.
Emirates 2, thank you very much. Climb now, flight level 370.
Climb now, flight level 370, Emirates 2.
Eurowings 370, Unicom, bye-bye. Sky Global 610, climb level 370.
370, Sky Global 670.
Eurowings 5231, Unicom for the landing, bye-bye.
What's Unicom 122.8, Eurowings 5231, ciao.
Good day control, Air India 446, cruising flight level 240.
Air India 446, hello, identified, climb flight level 360.
Climbing to flight level 360, Air India 446.
Manchester control, good afternoon, Chicago 402, climbing 240, moderate.
Lufthansa Cargo 8402, good afternoon, Squawk 0356.
0356.
Maastricht Control, good day, Easyjet 1030, passing Settle 260, climbing 340.
Easyjet 1030, good day, identified, climb level 340, direct Rudno.
Direct Rudno and continue climb flight level 340, Easyjet 1030.
Alpine 9900, Geneva arrival 131.3, bye-bye.
131.3, Alpine 00, thank you so much, have a good day.
Maastricht Zero Control, good afternoon, Giant 244 at flight level 244, climbing 320.
Giant 244, hello, Squawk 0357.
0357, Giant 244 on the squawk.
Lufthansa Cargo 8402, identified, climb flight level 320.
Climb 320, Cargo 8402.
Alpine 252, request descent.
Alpine 252, descend level 210.
Flight level 210.
Giant 244, identified, climb flight level 320.
Climb flight level 320, Giant 244.
Traveler 5520, descend back level 350. Traveler 5520, descend flight level 350.
In a few moments, we'll commence our in-flight service, offering you the chance to
travel at 5520, confirm level 350.
From the bar. We accept payment in pounds, euros,
flight level 350.
and debit or
Travel
card.
R5, flight level.
The correct change would be greatly appreciated.
Euro
And if we can be of any
Control,
further assistance, then just ask us as we join you in the cabin shortly.
350 inbound Oslo.
Swiss 9089, hello, identified, stop climb level 310 for traffic.
Stop climb flight level 310 for traffic, Swiss 989.
Broadsworth 20, Unicom 122.8, good day.
Unicom 122.8, Broadsworth 20, bye-bye.
Leipzig 699, good day, identified level 300, route direct Victor Lima Mike.
Direct Victor Lima Mike, Leipzig 699.
Eurowings 49 Charlie, request flight level 300.
Eurowings 49 Charlie, roger, stop climb level 300.
Stop climb level, flight level 300, Eurowings 49 Charlie.
Malaysian 1 request, flight level 370.
Malaysian 1, climb now level 370.
Climb flight level 370, Malaysian 1, thank you.
Speedbird 8140, Unicom 122.8, good day.
12.8, Speedbird 814, cheers.
Speedbird 50 Bravo Sierra, Unicom 122.8, good afternoon.
Unicom 122.8, bye.
Bye-bye.
Eurowings 370, request flight level 370 if possible.
Eurowings 370, you were sent already to Unicom and do that on Unicom. Bye-bye.
Unicom 122.8, thank you for control and goodbye.
Goodbye.
Germanwings 5 Golf November, back in cockpit.
Roger.
Good afternoon, Master Schroeder, Speedbird 9017 with you, Airbus 320, climbing to flight level 360.
Speedbird 917, hello, identified, climb level 360.
Climbing 360, Speedbird 9017.
And also 920, may I step out of the cockpit for 5 minutes?
Of course.
Thank you.
Speedbird 63 Tango Unicom 1228, see ya. Charlie Sierra November 877, descend loud, flight level 210.
Yeah.
Charlie Sierra November 877, descend level 210. Alpine 252 Unicom, ciao.
Unicom for the T252, have a good day.
You too. Mojo 86, Unicom 122.8, have a good flight, bye-bye.
Unicom, bye, Mojo 86, appreciate the help, sir, good afternoon.
Good day, Emirates 47, same for you, off to the Unicom, enjoy your flight, bye-bye.
Unicom, grazie.
Ciao.
Master Control 30989, requesting permission to leave cockpit for 2 miles.
That's approved.
Master Control, good evening, South 883, flight level 190 for flight level 370, inbound Andic.
Last station calling, confirm the Sierra Oscar Oscar 33.
A from South 883.
South Air 33, hello, identified, climb level 370.
Climb flight level 370, South Air 33.
Figure control hello, sky travel 4302 in flight level 1, correction in flight level 21, maintaining flight level 35.
Sky travel 4302, today squawk 0360.
0360, sky travel 4302.
ready for descent. Eurotrans 109, descent flight level 250.
Descent 250, Eurotrans 109, thank you.
Control, good evening. Japan Airlines 683, flight level 190, inbound for altitude.
Japan 966, X-ray, hello, identified, climb level 330, correction 310.
Level 310, next.
Euro Control, Lufthansa 138 with you, request flight level 330, inbound Andic.
Lufthansa 138, good day, squawk 0362, climb level 330.
Squawk 0362, climb 330, Lufthansa 138.
Service 63 Tango, proceed flight at 5 minutes.
Approved.
Okay.
Japan 966, X-ray, squawk 0361.
Squawk 0361, next.
Southern, correction, Southern 33, squawk 0363.
0633 for Southern 33.
Maastricht Control, hello, Swiss 71 Foxtrot, flight level 190 for 370, inbound Sozal.
Swiss 71 Foxtrot, bonjour, identified, climb initially, flight level 300.
Flight level 300, Swiss 71 Foxtrot.
Giant 244, Unicom, good day.
Unicom 122 decimate, Giant 244, thank you, Charles.
Emirates 56, Unicom, good day.
Emirates 56, Unicom 122 decimate, Sales.
Sky travel 4302, identified, climb level 350.
350, sky travel 3, correction sky travel 432.
Swiss 71 Foxtrot, direct VDOC.
Direct VDOC, Swiss 71 Foxtrot.
Wings 49 Charlie, request 5 minutes copy leave.
Approved.
Thank you. Request descent Master 2510.
Master 2510, descent level 250.
Descent to flight level 250, 10.
Good afternoon, Whistles, Spear 1 Hotel with you, 350, and...
Super 919 Hotel, hello, climb now level 2, correction 360 for traffic ahead, you're at the wrong level, mate.
So that climb 360, Spear 1 Hotel.
Euro Control, recap 1122, heading inbound Brunei, flight level 270 to 330.
Traffic inside Emirates.
1122, hello, squawk 0364.
Squawk 0364, recap 1122.
Maastricht, good day, Lufthansa 4 Foxtrot, flight level 140.
Lufthansa 4 Foxtrot, hello, identified, climb level 380, direct Alaska.
Sorry, repeat the direct?
Lufthansa 4 Foxtrot, climb level 380, direct Alaska.
Direct Alaska, I'm coming 380, Lufthansa 4 Foxtrot.
Speedbird 917, Unicom, good day.
Switching Unicom, bye-bye, thanks. Speedbird 917.
Speedbird 464, Unicom, good day.
Tango flight level 340 inbound Kina. Navigate across 3 of course, control.
Condor 3, Echo Tango, good day, identified level 340, maintain.
Maintain 340, 3 Echo Tango. Euro Control day, Condor 6 Delta Alpha inbound ESO, flight level 380.
Condor 6 Delta Alpha, hello, identified, direct Lokta.
Direct Lokta, Condor 6 Delta Alpha.
Air India 446, Unicom, good day.
Son of 269 request descent.
2069, say again.
Request descent is whatever.
2069, roger, descend level 250.
250, sorry, 269.
German Wings 5 Golf November, request descent.
German Wings 5 Golf November, descend on Unicom 122.8, good day.
22.8 for German Wings 5 Golf November, thank you, have a good day.
Your trans 109 and further on Unicom, bye-bye.
Southern Unicom Cherry-O, your return to 178.
Aero Control, hello, the München Airways 179 inbound FK flight level 300.
München Airways 179, hello, identified when ready, descend level 240.
When ready, 240, München Airways 179.
Swiss 71 Foxtrot, climb to flight level 370.
Climb to flight level 370, 371 Foxtrot.
Condor 3 Echo Tango, direct Xilo.
Direct Xilo, Condor 3 Echo Tango.
Master Control, Swiss 0989, reporting technical bit, thank you.
Roger.
Ready for descent.
Logic S699, descend level 250. No, shuttle 1792, sorry for delay, Unicom, good afternoon.
Unicom 132, that's lane Northern 1792, good day.
Bye.
56 feet hangers back to flight deck.
Thank you, you can go to Unicom 122.8, cheerio.
Unicom 126, Tango, bye.
Unic Airways 179, direct Delta Mike 441, descend flight level 4130.
Direct Delta Mike 441 and flight level 130, München Airways 179.
Control, to 370. 410, we are inbound, Kilo, Oscar Kilo.
Mazer 2510, Unicom, bye-bye.
Fort Unicom 2510.
Delta Charlie Hotel Romeo Alpha, Grazie, Squawk 0365.
Squawk 0365, Delta Charlie Hotel Romeo.
Control Alpha South 1CA.
Go ahead.
Alpha South 1CA request out of cockpit for 10 minutes.
138, yeah, that's approved.
Thank you, sir, 1CA. Euro Control, Korean 908, passing flight level 230.
Korean 908, hello, Squawk 0367.
Roger, 0367, Korean 98.
Malaysia 1, Malaysia 21, 0370. Sky Global 610, Unicom, bye-bye.
Unicom, thank you, bye-bye. Sky Global 600.
Malaysia 1, Unicom 122.8, goodbye.
122.8, Malaysia 1, good day.
Logic S699, Unicom for the landing, good day.
Unicom for the landing, thank you.
München Airways 179, Munich 123.9, good day.
123.9, München Airways 179, bye-bye.
Sky Travel 4302, Unicom for further, good day.
Unicom, bye-bye, Sky Travel 4302.
Aero 49 Charlie, back in the cockpit.
Roger. TL 320, go ahead.
TL 320, what's descent?
TL 320, roger, descend level 250.
Descent 250, TL 320.
Delta Charlie Hotel Romeo Alpha, identify, direct Sutal.
Direct Sutal, Delta Romeo Alpha.
Korea 998, identified, climb level 390.
Roger, climb to 390, Korea 98.
Malaysia 2122, identified, climb level 350.
Climb level 350, Malaysia 2122.
Japan navigation, request higher to 370.
966 X-ray negative, you guys are basically all on top of each other as you decided to leave altogether, so I cannot climb you any higher for the moment.
Okay, copy that.
Air Mexico 1122, climb fly level 350. Aero Mexico 1122, climb fly level 350.
Good cat 1122, climb to fly level 350.
Runner 6587, request higher.
Runner 6587, climb level 350. Are you able for 370?
So stand by, runner 6587.
To Charlie Sierra November 2069, Unicom, bye-bye.
Uniform, bye-bye, control J6.
Ryanair 6587, April 370.
Ryanair 6587, roger, climb now, level 370, direct Balsi.
Climbing flight level 370 and direct Balsi, Ryanair 6587.
Turkish 6 off Unicom 1 to decimal 8, good day. Turkish 6 Unicom, bye-bye. Ryanair 144 Unicom, good day. Qatari 8203 Unicom, bye-bye.
Qatari 8203 going to Unicom. Bye-bye and have a nice day.
You too. Swiss 989, climb level 320.
Flight level 320, 0999.
Yankee, G-Club 340, inbound, go from Rizzo.
Lufthansa 79 Yankee, hello, Squawk 0371.
0371.
Alpine 1 Mike Charlie, Unicom, ciao.
1 Mike Charlie, Unicom, vielen Dank, schönen Nachmittag.
Ja, tschüss. Silver Arrows 999, hello, Squawk 0372. Alpine 5807, Unicom, enjoy your flight, bye-bye. Hey, Lufthansa 79 Yankee identified.
Unicom for Ryanair 144, thank you, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Ladies and gentlemen, take full advantage of your tax-free allowances today and make some amazing savings with our boutique range. In your in-flight brochure, you'll find details of our award-winning selection of gifts, most with massive discounts, some of which are exclusive to you as an Easyjet customer. Make the most of your opportunity to shop and save from the comfort of your seat. If you'd like to see any products, have any questions, or would like to make great savings, then just ask us as we join you in the cabin shortly. just a few moments, we'll commence our in-flight service, offering you the chance to purchase a selection of hot beverages, together with drinks and snacks from the bar. We accept payment in pounds, euros, most major currencies, and debit or credit cards. The correct change would be greatly appreciated, and if we could be of any further assistance, then just ask us as we join you in the cabin shortly.
Good afternoon, guys. So I'm back with you now as we're starting to plan for our approach into Palma de Mallorca. Oh, what wonderful weather we've had so far. Hardly any clouds. Got a nice view of Lake Geneva. And the weather coming into Palma is looking rather nice as well. Samek, good afternoon. Do I use ultra settings? No, basically I use a little bit of everything actually. I don't require ultra for everything. Obviously you want water to look nice, you want clouds to look nice, but as most of my flying's set at high level, I'm not too bothered about the trees and the grass. Even buildings you can leave on medium. So yeah, it's not massively important that you have all those things turned up, and obviously it's actually the trees and grass, which is a lot of little tiny items that do drain on resources, so if you can reduce those, I'd much rather have nicer looking clouds. So yeah. Barcelona radar's gone off. Yes, Doctor, I've been aware, thank you. So we'll be contacting the approach probably about 100 miles or so, something like that. We are direct Lunik at the moment, which is actually the start of our approach. So let's have a look at we'll do our approach briefing, then we'll get some weather information plumbed into the computer. So let's have a little look for you. So Navigraph, here's Navigraph, here are the charts. So we're coming in at Lunik, and from there we've still got 100 miles to go. Track distance to the runway, runway 06 left is the one we're using. HD, I've got 35 minutes to land, then you've got to go to the barbecue. Yeah, it is barbecue weather today here in the UK, isn't it? Do you know what, 35 minutes, that might be about right. So yeah, so 102 miles to go from Lunik, then we're into the Charlie Delta Papa VOR. Then in via the Mallorca, the initial approach fix from there, and then we're basically, we'll get vectored in if air traffic control's online. So yeah, it's quite neat. We will put the Mallorca VOR and the Charlie Delta Papa VOR into our RadNav page in a second. So we'll go ahead and do that, just to help us with our arrival if we need to. But other than that, it looks pretty straightforward. Then once we've landed, we'll vacate probably on November 3 or November 2 if required, and then taxi to where we're told. Other things to note on this: minimum descent altitude. Let's just grab that. Minimum descent altitude is 309, or decision altitude rather. And it's actually quite a low platform altitude, isn't it? 1,700 feet, and runway elevation is only 1.5, so quite close to the sea for those of you that have been there before. We'll get the weather in a moment, and we'll just pop that ILS frequency, scroll that down, because we might need to pop that into the RadNav page if it doesn't auto-populate. 110.9. Charlie Delta Papa is the other one we want, isn't it? Charlie Delta Papa. There we go. So that actually looks all nice and straightforward. So let's close that down. Let's head into the flight deck and start having a look at what we need to do. So let's just scroll through that, see how that's looking in comparison to what we've just seen on the chart. So it comes to the flight plan. Yeah, that looks pretty much as we expected. There's the Mallorca VOR. And then we just basically come all the way around to line up with the ILS runway 06 left. Let's get the weather, shall we? So if we just clear that, McDo, ATSU, and the AOC menu. weather request. Let's send that off. So 115 miles to go until that Lunik, and we'll probably start sending just a little bit before that. Air traffic control are online, of course, so they may just give us, they'll probably give us shorter vectors maybe, rather than following the full star, so we do need to be prepared for that. LJ4S nighttime arrival only. I've actually got both opened up on the tablet next to me. Did I show you the temporary one? We've got the other one. All we'll need to do to double check regarding that is just ensure the decision altitude is the same. So it is actually a little bit lower. That decision altitude is 274. But platform altitude is the same, distances are still the same. I would imagine it's most likely the missed approach which may be slightly different. Speaking of the missed approach, it's 3,000, maintain 2,000 feet until the Charlie Delta Papa VOR. And then we expect to climb to 3,000 feet with air traffic control instructions. I would imagine, however, as I say, with air traffic control online, they're going to give us vectors anyway, so no need to worry too much about that. HT, which other arrival goes in via Lunik? Let's have a look. So the Lunik 2 Juliet and the Lunik 2 Kilo. We've got the 2 Juliet programmed in at the moment. So yeah, just a couple, I think, for runway 06. I can double check that on Navigraph's wonderful charts. 06 left. Yeah, so the 2 Juliet. Was it the 3 Mike as well? What's that one do? Let's have a look at that one. Can't find that chart. Tell you what, let me find it another way. I'll select it in SimBrief and that should bring it up if I can actually find it. Can't find the chart for that, it's not bringing it up. Let's have a look. Lunik 3 Mike. Oh, I can't find that chart anywhere on Navigraph. I don't think we'll be using it, but it'd be nice to have it in case air traffic control decide to use that one, wouldn't it? Lunik 2 Juliet is pretty much the same as 2 Kilo. And they're both on the same chart as well, Doctor. So we've not missed those. But what we will do is we shall now just check the ATIS. Now we can get that. requesting the ACES. So Palma De Mallorca, expect ILS approach runway 6 left, departure runway 06 right. Transition level then is 7,000. That's transition level. Transition altitude I think is 6,000. Ceiling and visibility is okay. In fact, we should have got the weather report now, shouldn't we, from down here. Let's print that off, then we can pop that into the performance page. There we go. Those winds have dropped down. It was gusting at one point, so that's quite nice and neat to see. Minimum safe altitude around the airport is, on the approach we're making, is 3,000 feet. We do have terrain to the north of the airport, so if anything goes wrong. This weather is good. We'll pop the terrain radar on as well. So now we've got that. Let's go to that performance page and put all the weather information in. So QNH 1027, again nice high pressure, temperature 22 degrees. In fact, it feels like that outside. I've just been on our out back where the kids are all playing. It felt pretty warm in our garden. Wind is variable 1007. Transition altitude is 6,000 feet. Final approach speed then 125, and the barrow is 274. Fully configured landing, as is the norm. And let's get online with Mallorca approach 119.4, same as Manchester's. Don't think there's any tower controllers online, so do we need a standby in there? No, just leave 119.4. And as we approach Lunik, we'll start our descent and we'll give them a call as well.
EC350, turn right heading 030 degrees, clear ALS approach 06 left.
ED350, turn heading right 030.
I'm clear for the ALS 06 left.
And clear for ILS 06 left, ED350.
So the Lunik 3 Mike arrival, we found the chart. Lunik 3 Mike is, just checking, is that the one they, Simbrief give us the 2 Juliet, that's why we've got that one up. So we can actually go ahead and change that. We need to do that quickly though, because sometimes Flight Simulator doesn't like you changing it this close to the destination. So 06 left, it will still be the ILS. ILS 06 left, and Lunik 6 Mike.
Localizer established.
EC350, wind 100 degrees, 7 knots.
Still via the Mallorca VOR. Let's insert that.
EC350, clear to land, runway 06 left.
Not quite sure where the aircraft's taking us. We'll just let it see if it comes back towards Lunik, in fact, just in case. Let's tell it to go direct, shall we? There we go. Flight director's moved back over to the right. And we can check those coding. So it should be Lunik, then the Charlie Delta Papa VOR, then Nakop, max speed 250 knots, then Mallorca, and then background. So that's fair enough. Get those constraints on. Let's just go to the RadNav page and put those VORs on, and then we're all set to begin our descent. So the Mike, Juliet, Victor, and Charlie Delta Papa. There we go. Switch both those on. And we're 84 miles away from the Charlie Delta Papa VOR, which is the initial approach fixed for runway 24, but obviously we're landing on 06. Dylan's Aviation, good afternoon. What is the delivery? So we're on our special Easyjetsimpilot East delivery today. So at the start of the flight, until we've got any different information from air traffic control, we'd always put in the departure that we've got on here, because that then matches up with our planned block fuel. Only when we've got air traffic control online do we generally go and change that, unless we have local knowledge, of course, then we can change it. So we're about 32 miles away. We're going to look at starting our descent, and we'll look to descend down to about 10,000 feet. So, our flight level 100. Okay, so we've got speed, VS speed 170 and flight level 100 confirmed. And we're on our way down. We can probably just reduce that rate of descent a little bit actually. We've started about 20-30 miles early, but that's fine. We've also got a light headwind, so that's going to help slow us down. I'm just conscious of the fact that he may just give us a direct across here rather than following the full track. But we will give him a call now we've started the descent. Palma arrivals, good afternoon. Alpine 5807 is descending past flight level 350, direct Lunik.
Alpine 5807, Palma Control, hello, identified, Lunik 3 Mike arrival, expect direct approach, runway 06 left, descend flight level 240.
Descend flight level 240 to Lunik 3 Mike arrival for runway 06 left, Alpine 5807.
Alpine 5807, if you expedite the descent, I can give the shortcut.
Roger, we can expedite that for you now, Alpine 5807. Okay, so let's get down
Alpine
a little bit quicker.
5807, proceed direct Mike Juliet Victor.
Direct Mike Juliet Victor now for Alpine 5807. Okay, so let's hold the speed back as much as we can. Let's expedite the descent. And we're going direct to the Mallorca VOR, which suits me just fine because I've still got to go to the post office after this. So, flight plan, direct to Mallorca. Oh, let's try that again. So we don't want that speed to run away, so we'll get the speed brakes out if required. Let's just check that RadNav page is populated 110.9. That has, so that's, we're happy with that. So just checking now, the routing we're coming in, minimum safe altitude is 5,500 feet. As we just cut through that, just need to watch, there's a little bit of terrain there. Go on then, HE, let's trust open descent. It'll look after that speed, as you say. But will it get us down quick enough? So down we go, thrust idle, open descent, still in nav mode. HD, you think it's going to, will it cut us in above the 209 radial for the minimum safe altitude, 7,000? Does look to be cutting it quite fine actually. Either way, we might get in a little bit earlier now, which is quite neat.
Alpine 5807, descend at flight level 100.
Flight level 100 now for Alpine 5807. And flight level 100 confirmed. So we're on our way down now. Let's just get the latest QNH is 1027. There we go.
Spirit 464, descend at flight level 70.
Descend at flight level 70, Spirit 464.
HD, everyone's invited. Don't say that. You'll have hundreds.
Evelyn 88 Mike inbound. Tap the beer, Captain Munich, flight level 2903.
Evelyn 88 Mike, Palma Control, hello, ident, correction. We are not identified, squawk 6275.
Squawk 6275.
Analysis the cabin crew by tidying up your tray table and handing them any litter as they come around. That would be most appreciated. For safety reasons, we ask now that you please turn off all electronic devices or switch them to...
Evelyn 88 Mike identified, expect there is approach, runway 06 left, descend at flight level 120.
Wish to become a
Expecting our left route is descending flight level 120.
We'll be happy to assist you. Thank you, and we hope you have enjoyed your flight.
Okay, so heading down now with that little shortcut, and Toby Evo, welcome sir. Welcome sir to the Captain's Club. Thank you very much for supporting that channel. Really do appreciate that. Make sure you grab a free drink on the way down, and we hope you've enjoyed your flight with us today, and of course look forward to enjoying many more with you. We need to have paella now at the barbecue. We're in Spain. Okay, 1,800 feet per minute, and we're just making sure that we're on a decent profile, coming in with that little shortcut. Nice that we can get in.
Wellington 942, puede punto de espera, pista 06 derecha, vía puerta Golf, Link y Sur.
HD, which way do you reckon he's going to send me? Straight. He's told me to go straight to Mallorca, hasn't he? Do you think he's going to bring me left or right side? Flight level 220. In the end, which star we had programmed in really didn't matter, did it? And it generally doesn't when we've got air traffic control online and they're not too busy. They can just vector us in.
788 Mike, proceed direct, Mike, Juliet, Victor. Right, was proceed direct, Mike, Juliet, Victor.
Direct Mike, Juliet,
Toby says, thank you, only a member for 1 or 2 months, but you really enjoy the streams and the tutorials. Oh, very much, sir. Look forward to flying with you.
Extend to 5000, QNH 1027.
HD, you're looking for the left downwind. It's quicker, but we'll need to tidy up the box. I'm not sure that's doable, to be fair. Might have to leave the box and just follow the vectors he gives us. That's your job, PM. You can tidy up the box. Okay, you've stayed in the office to watch the landing, so you're very happy with the shortcut. Yaps just turned on the barbecue APU. Excellent. Okay, so fasten flight level 190. We're going to get those seatbelt signs on. And the approach checklist. So minimums are set. Engine mode select is norm. Anti-ice won't be required for that. Electronic flight bag is stowed, and the departure briefing and landing arrival briefing is complete.
Ladies and gentlemen, the captain has turned on the fasten seatbelt sign. If you could please return to your seats and ensure that your seatbelt is securely fastened. If you are travelling with an infant, please ensure that they are secured safely using the infant seatbelt provided. The toilets will now go out of use until the fasten seatbelt sign is turned on. Please contact a member of the cabin crew if you require assistance. Thank you.
So just put a little bit of speed brake out to help with that descent. HD, did I say departure brief? Yeah, you knew what I meant. Feeling quite relaxed with this today, which is nice. It means nothing's gone wrong. So still thrust idle, open descent. And we're about 20 miles away. Let's get the landing system on. There we go, 22 miles away. But of course we're coming around the other side, aren't we?
Steward 464, turn left, heading 150 degrees. Descend to altitude 3,000 feet.
Left heading 150 down to 3000, Vigo 44.
And we can see the airport directly in front of us. That's Palma de Mallorca. Just Sim's version of Palma de Mallorca. So once again, a big thank you to them for providing this scenery for our arrival today.
43942, viento 080 grados 8 nudos, pista 06 derecha, autorizado a despegar.
Wow, I hope that ATC call wasn't for us.
Alpine 5807, descend flight level 80.
Flight level 80 now for Alpine 5807.
Evelyn 88 Mike, descend flight level 100.
Flight level 80 blue. I would imagine now, looking at the route we're taking, HC is going to keep us direct to the Mallorca VOR, so that's fine. He's not going to squeeze us in between the mountains.
Speed 464, turn left heading 090 degrees, clear ALS approach, 06 left.
Jadhav, I don't usually fly on a Saturdays, my friend. Family day.
Approach 06 left, speed 464.
10,000 feet, let's get those lights out.
88 Mike, flight heading 210 degrees. Alpine 5807, flight heading 210 degrees.
Heading 210, Alpine 5807. So, heading confirmed 210 degrees. And we're approaching flight level 080. Jadhav, sometimes we do Sunday evenings. It really is at weekend a family variable, particularly as this is Easter weekend here in the UK.
Running 3942, identified, climb flight level 70.
Speed Alt Star. Gonna look to roll that speed back a little bit actually.
Disculpe, en castellano. A nivel de vuelo 70. Evelyn 88 Mike, descend flight level 80. Descend level 80,
And we're now in the approach phase.
7, descend to altitude 5,000 feet, QNH 1027.
Descend altitude 5,000, QNH 1027, easy 5807.
Speed 464, wind 080 degrees, 8 knots, runway 06 left, clear to land. Clear to land, 06 left, speed 464.
Okay, thrust idle, open descent, and we're down to 5,000 feet. QNH is set. And we're descending quite nicely now. Should get us in and around. I believe we're actually over the airfield, or very close. There it is. HD, he's better than the real controllers at Palma. I was chatting to Jesse on. Oh, hang on.
Heading 235 degrees.
Heading 235, Alpine 5807. Yeah, I was chatting to Jesse the other day.
88 Mike,
and he said we're coming into Palma, and the air traffic controller cleared him lower than the MSA. He was like, no thanks. I'll stay at this altitude for a little bit.
Hotel 329, please confirm, are you able to receive voice?
and speed Alt Star.
264 is with you, information Charlie, connect 1027, inbound Alpha Delta X-ray.
Agreed 264, Palma Control, hello, identified, flight heading 060 degrees, back to FLS 06 left, descend flight level 70.
Flight heading 060, vectors FLS 06 left, descend flight level 70, Algeria 264.
So I'll expect that base turn in a moment, along with the descent to be quite nice. We're 8.5 miles away, so it's just back over our right shoulder.
Please ensure your EasyJet921, eso ha sido cambiado en su plan de vuelo, está autorizado a Madrid, salida de Palma 2 Bravo, pista 06 derecha, responda 6266.
You now need to be seated with your seatbelt fastened. The toilets are no longer in service.
EasyJet921, operación correcta. Información Charlie.
A family grill, Jad, that sounds really nice. Not sure what we've got tonight. I shall have to check in with the cabin crew. So glide slope's just starting to rise. As HG's just said, probably when we get about 50 miles out, he'll turn us right and descend us down. Oh dear, Lufthansa 320, cancel the approach. Turn right.
5807, descend to altitude 3000 feet, turn right heading 340 degrees.
Right heading 340 and descend altitude 3000 feet, Alpine 5807.
Stuart 464, welcome to Palma, taxi stand 20 via gate echo.
Taxi stand,
and we'll start getting some flaps out in a little bit.
Delta 2829, descend flight level 100.
Dodged World, do I use a yoke? No, side stick for the Airbus. I do have a yoke, but I've not used that for ages. Okay, flaps 1, speed check. Flaps 1. Check they've deployed.
Alpine 5807, turn right heading 030 degrees, clear ALS approach, 06 left.
Left heading 030 and we're cleared the ILS approach, runway 06 left, Alpine 5807. Speed Alt Star.
2015, request IFA clearance to Dortmund, information Charlie.
Last station calling, say pulsing please.
Union 2015.
Union 2015, Palma Control, hello, clear to Dortmund, Meros to Lima departure, runway 06 left, squawk 6255.
Ding the cabin crew nice and early, then that's done.
Union 2015 is clear Dortmund, out of runway 06 left via the Meros to Lima departure, squawk 2655.
What's quite neat that I've noticed with this custom fly-by-wire autopilot is it seems to be a bit better at capturing the localizer. There we go, lock star. You did that with the default, and immediately when you press the lock button, it automatically just started to veer towards the airport. or away from it. Sometimes it bounced off the ILS signal. Glide slope is alive, so let's have the approach as well. Glide slope blue. Cat 3 single.
Confirm left heading 220 degrees, Iberia 264.
Cat 3 dual. Not that we're doing an auto land today.
Left heading 220, Iberia
The weather's far too nice. 10 miles to run.
Union 2015, feedback correct. Information Charlie used, QNH 1027.
QNH 1027, Union 2015.
Alpine 5807, wind 080 degrees, 8 knots, runway 06 left, clear to land.
Clear to land, runway 06 left, Alpine 5807. And we're captured the localizer. Glide slope still has a star displaying next to it. Oh, there we go. Glide slope captured. Flaps 2, speed check. Flaps 2.
Repair 2829, fly heading 230 degrees.
Radio altimeter is alive, 7 miles to go. Make sure that we've got the ground charts up on the pad next to me, so I have a sort of idea where we're going when we land. 6 miles out, so set the landing gear, ground spoilers, get the lights out and on. And 5 miles we can look to get fully configured. So flaps 3, speed check, flaps 3. And flaps full. Go around altitude 3000 feet is set, and cabin is secured. Auto thrust speed, ECAM memo, landing, no blue.
Good evening, Iberia 512 is with you at gate 992, aircraft at A320 Neo reservation, Charlie on board, because I am parking inside the first file.
Iberia 512, Palma Control, hello. I do not have a flight time from you.
Already, I forgot to submit my bed.
Okay, so 1000 feet. And let's take that autopilot off. Autopilot 1 and 2 disengaged. I have control.
Iberia 512. Flight plan
FMA shows Cat 1. Slight headwind. Coming from the right a little bit. Probably not too much to make that much difference, to be fair. Pappies and glide slope aligning, looking very nice.
Descend to altitude 5000 feet, QNH 1027, and turn left heading 140 degrees.
Just check we don't.
Left heading 140 degrees and descend.
Don't come a bit too high, there we go. FMA shows land. Just keep that centre line aligned.
Union 2015, request pushback.
Sunday. Solitaire 2829, descend to altitude 3000 feet, and turn left heading 090 degrees, clear LS approach, 06 left.
And reverse is on.
Union 2015, squawk 6255.
Second squawk for Union 2015.
Decel, 100 knots.
Okay, 6255, return to the 15, sorry.
70 knots, reverses off. And vacate on November 3.
Ladies and gentlemen, the cabin crew will shortly be leaving their seats to perform safety-related duties. However, we ask that you remain seated until the fasten seatbelt sign has been switched off. Portable electronic devices for messaging, calls...
Aberdeen 88 Mike, wind 080 degrees, 8 knots, runway 06 left, clear to land.
You take all your personal belongings with you, checking in the seat pocket, underneath the seat, and in the...
Alpine 5807, welcome to Palma, taxi stand 25, via gate Echo.
Smoking is not permitted until you reach...
Stand 25 via Echo for Alpine 5807.
The captain and the crew, it has been
See you later, HD. Enjoy your barbecue.
587, descending passing flight over 150.
The latest news promoted...
6587, Palma control, hello.
So let's have a look where that will be, shall we?
Left,
Let's get those lights off.
140.
Maintain flight level 140 and expecting approach runway 06 left, Ryanair 658.
Start the APU. Transponder to auto. Get the radars off as well so we don't fry the ground crew.
Left heading 080%.
And right, parking stand 25, I believe he said.
Iberia 264.
Speed 180 knots.
Which is over here on Lima Fox. Around there somewhere.
Speed 180 knots, Iberia 264.
Oh, there we go, Pakistan 25.
Lufthansa 66 November, Palma control, hello.
This is one of the remote stands, I think. That's going to be parking stand 25 behind us, isn't it? That's Pakistan 23 Bravo. Let's keep going, keep going, keep going. So guys, if you enjoyed that, please do me a favour, hit the like button for the stream, that would be much appreciated. We'll have a little look at the landing replay as well, just before we finish.
Aberdeen 88 Mike, welcome to Palma, taxis stand 05 via south, gate Delta.
So there's parking stand 25, which we shall now park in. It's at a bit of an angle actually, just there. Willie, yeah, this is just Sim's Palma De Mallorca, which is obviously nicely detailed. And here we go, this is parking stand number 25.
6587, descending flight level 100.
Descending flight level 100, Ryanair 6587.
With absolutely tons of detail in terms of the bins and cars. Look at that. Okay. Alright guys, hope you enjoyed that. I'm going to have a little look at the replay now, so in order to do that I need to exit self-loading cargo. Let's get rid of them. Incidentally, self-loading cargo had the touchdown at 215 feet per minute, not that it matters. Let's get rid of that. Let's get rid of VATSIM, as we disconnect from them. And now let's have a look at our replay. So if we just stop the recording, we'll load that in. There we go. So that's just loading. Let's hit play and let's have a look. So what I'll do is just fast forward a little bit. I started that quite far away. So let's hit play and let's see what the passengers thought. If we have a look outside of the the right wing. This is where you're probably going to really appreciate the level of detail from the airport. But Willie, yeah, you must disconnect from VATSIM before doing this, otherwise suddenly your aircraft is just spinning around on the on the controller's radars as you're zipping around all over the place. But it is really nice scenery. Looks good. Really good. And you know, when you look at the window views, you kind of find it difficult to work out where those landing rates came from, because I'm sure you'll agree that didn't actually look too bad. And then we vacated in a nice timely manner as well, so happy with that. And of course, what we'll have a quick look at is can have a look at the landing from the other side, of course. So we just pause that, and then to all you passengers sat on over the left wing, so the FPM comes from FlyLife Studio, which is the same thing which gives you that banner over the top. So it's only used for streaming. How accurate it is, well, not entirely sure. Particularly as it gives you a different landing rate every time when doing the replays. Love a little bit of a wing flex there as well as we touch down. That was neat. Excellent. Okay guys, so I'm going to sign off then for the day. I look forward to catching you in the next stream. Aviation Forever, the replay is well, actually the replay, that's a good point, is from Flight, is it Flight Replay Recorder? I forgot what it's called now, you know. Flight Control Replay, that's the one. Flight Control Replay, that's where it's from. And we actually have a couple of these coming up to give away, so stay tuned to the channel. We'll be doing a giveaway stream soon, because it is payware software, but I'm sure you'll agree it works and looks really, really nice, so that's grand. So I'm going to leave you with one more replay of the full approach to landing. So thank you very much to everyone who has flown along with me. Thank you to all the channel members as well who have taken the time to fly along with me this afternoon. Hope your flight was good. Big thank you to all the subscribers, new and old, and to those that have donated to the stream either via the super chats, PayPal links, etc. And of course those becoming the new channel members. Fantastic. So really appreciate that, guys. I look forward to catching you in the next stream. And as I say, I'm going to leave you with one final replay. Bye bye for now.